Will Nicole and Mahmoud be on the 90-Day Fiancé? Happily Ever After Season 8 Tell-All? 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Couple Nicole Sherbini and Mahmoud El-Sherbini haven't been on Season 8 since Episode 10. But does it mean they won't be at the tell-all? Nicole from Los Angeles was on a spiritual trip in Egypt when she met Mahmoud in a fabric shop. Nicole and Mahmoud had a 9-year age gap between them, but that didn't stop Mahmoud from asking Nicole to be his wife the day he met her. Nicole did go back to the US, but returned to Egypt in a few days to get married to Mahmoud. Nicole didn't tell anyone back home about her adventure. She even converted to Islam. Nicole clearly didn't know anything about the culture in Mahmoud's country or religion. She couldn't stay with him for more than 2 months, although she did keep flying back to meet him multiple times over the next few years. Nicole was about to divorce Mahmoud when she filmed The Other Way Season 4 with him. The couple disagreed over her clothes, her friends, and her future, but decided Mahmoud was going to come to the US. Mahmoud arrived in Los Angeles in May 2023. According to In Touch, Mahmoud was charged with domestic violence after an alleged altercation with his wife, Nicole. He was arrested in Los Angeles and was charged with misdemeanor domestic violence on February 21, 2024. The legal documents confirmed that a court date was set for March 2024. It had just been 1 week since Nicole and Mahmoud were announced as cast members for 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8, and were making a comeback after a year on reality TV. More details about Mahmoud's arrest were reported by The Ashley. Mahmoud had been hiding details about himself from fans. Mahmoud was booked under a different last name than the one he and Nicole are publicly known by. It confirmed that Sherbini is not the couple's real last name. Regardless, Mahmoud has been booked into Los Angeles Northeast Division Station, and while the report did not confirm that Nicole was the alleged victim, 90-Day Fiancé blogger Mary Pence confirmed it. Mahmoud was released on bond the same night he was arrested. He was being held on $20,000 bail. The report also revealed that Mahmoud was 5 foot 5 inches tall and weighed 110 pounds. Nicole and Mahmoud made no formal announcement addressing his arrest after the news made headlines. However, a few days later, on February 29, 2024, Nicole, who rarely uses Instagram, shared a cryptic update on her stories. The charges against her husband were still pending, and Nicole's update hinted at the fact that she was the victim and the partner who was injured in the domestic violence incident. Nicole reposted a post originally shared by Musawa Movement on her IG stories. Musawa Movement is a global movement for equality and justice in the Muslim family. The post talked about ending violence against women in Muslim families. It explained how violence against women can never be justified in the name of Islam, and tried to educate its followers on how violence against women is a global phenomenon that cuts across all cultures, religions, countries, and contexts. The post had been created on International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. It also mentioned that over 1 in 3 women experience physical or sexual violence at some point in their lives. Nicole has since not shared anything alluding to Mahmoud's arrest. Meanwhile, Mahmoud's social media profile suggests that he's done with 90-Day Fiancé for good. Mahmoud has an Instagram page, and like Nicole, he isn't really active on it. He has over 16.2 followers despite not sharing many posts. However, he does seem to use it to promote a Cameo account, according to the link in his bio. Mahmoud has written something else in his bio that hints at his future in the franchise. He has added, "I hate reality TV" in brackets, perhaps to signify that his career with 90-Day Fiancé is over. Mahmoud was arrested Wednesday, February 21, in downtown Los Angeles. Interestingly, the tell-all for 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8 was filmed even before the season could premiere on TV. Usually, the tell-all is filmed when the show is done airing midway. While John Yates' Instagram account appears to be disabled now, the 90 Day Fiancé blogger shared an Instagram post on February 21, 2024, revealing that Tell All had been filmed the previous weekend in New York. The dates of filming could have coincided with the date of the attack. Fans suspected Mahmoud and Nicole were fired from the show because of Mahmoud's arrest. However, the couple was very much a part of the promos and the final teaser. Mahmoud and Nicole featured in almost every other episode of Season 8 until their storyline was given an abrupt ending in the May 10, 2024 episode. Their final scene showed Nicole and Mahmoud fighting over an alleged cheating scandal. Mahmoud was accusing Nicole of having an affair and hiding something from him on her phone. The couple seemed adamant about wanting to end their marriage, but they'd had such arguments before. Still, Mahmoud and Nicole are nowhere to be seen in the Tell All promos. A promo for the Tell All was posted by 90 Day Fiancé on the Instagram page before the final episode. It gave a glimpse of the Tell All set with 8 couples shown sitting along with host Sean Robinson. As expected, Nicole and Mahmoud were not a part of the frame. Wondering if they were perhaps cropped from the shot, a Fiancé commented, "What happened to Nicole and Mahmoud? Will they be there?" They received a surprising reply from Sean, who commented, "We will address." A different fan, Lady_Dallas replied to the OG commenter that they'd read Mahmoud and Nicole were removed from the show due to a domestic disturbance. The fan also added that they wondered why Angela gets to stay on, referring to Angela Deem, who was often shown getting aggressive towards Michael Al-Sami on the show. Sean also decided to reply to this fan and told them, "We will mention," probably talking about Mahmoud and Nicole and not Angela and Michael. Sean saying that Nicole and Mahmoud will be mentioned or addressed on the Tell All confirms they won't be present. Considering their absence from the Tell All, there being no conclusion to their storyline and Mahmoud shouting that he hates reality TV from the rooftops, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, could be the last ever show Mahmoud and Nicole are a part of in the franchise. The couple might choose to deal with their issues in private and keep their future arguments off camera if they are even still together after whatever happened in February.